Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Planet Venus has officially entered the sign of Cancer, and this is going to be one of the most beneficial transits that we're going to experience for the rest of 2025. And this is not just because Venus has officially entered the sign of Cancer, but because it is in the sign of Cancer at the same time Jupiter is. And because we're going to be experiencing this transit where both Venus and Jupiter will be transiting through the sign of Cancer at the same time, you might find that all Cancer themes within your life are going to really be amplified, and you'll find a lot of luck in whatever house that you have Cancer in. If you have personal planets in the sign of Cancer, your sun, moon, rising, or really any of your placements, you'll find a ton of luck and abundance now through August 25th. You might also find that if you have Jupiter in the sign of Cancer specifically, this is really going to amplify really good things within your life that tend to bring you a lot of luck in particular. If you natally have Jupiter in the sign of Cancer, you are currently going through your Jupiter return, and this is really a year throughout your entire life where very positive things will happen for you as it relates to your Jupiter placement. You might find yourself getting a major promotion at work, getting a raise at work, meeting your perfect partner or the one. You might find yourself really manifesting your dream life and it actually really happening for you. And because we are all going to be collectively experiencing both Venus and Jupiter transiting through the sign of Cancer throughout basically the entire month of August, we are all going to find tons of just very positive and lucky experiences as it relates to Cancer theme. So depending on what house that you have Cancer in your birth chart will really tell you how this will affect you personally. You might also find yourself really focusing on your home life, focusing on your family members, focusing on your significant other. And you could also find yourself wanting to kind of nest during this time as well. Like you could potentially want to kind of like be a homebody throughout the entire month of August and kind of do things like redecorate your home, renovate your house, fix things within your home in order to make yourself happier. It's also very possible that during this transit, you might feel more nostalgic for things as Cancer energy kind of rules over those very happy and positive emotions as it relates to our upbringing. So you might find yourself feeling very nostalgic for something, or going back and watching old TV shows or listening to music that you did as a child. Like very positive things will happen as it relates to the emotions that really make you the happiest and relates to your upbringing. A very important date to pay attention to during this transit is August 12th, as that is going to be the day that both Venus and Jupiter make an exact conjunction in the sign of Cancer. This is going to be one of the luckiest days that we are going to experience for the next 12 years. And I say the next 12 years because Jupiter takes 12 years to transit through the entire zodiac. Jupiter only transits through the sign of Cancer once every 12 years. And this is one of the only opportunities that you're going to be able to really manifest that life of your dreams. The significance of Venus making a conjunction to Jupiter is the fact that this is really going to amplify themes of relationships, beauty, and wealth in your life. This is the day that you might find yourself receiving some sort of large raise at work, or maybe you find yourself having better relationships. You might meet the one. You could meet somebody in your life who turns into a very positive long-term relationship as well. August 12th is one of the most beneficial days for the next 12 years that things around Venusian themes will be very much amplified. Positive and lucky things are very likely to happen to you around that date. It's also important to note that August 12th is also one of the best days that you'll have all year, and really the next 12 years, that you can manifest exactly what you would like as it pertains to relationships, love, beauty, your finances, anything that you would really like to manifest in your life. That is the day that is going to be the most potent to actually have that happen for you. You might also find that around that date, you could have some sort of major breakthrough as it relates to your own personal beauty. Like maybe you start going through a major glow up around that date, or just people in your life tend to like show up and all of a sudden you start getting compliments from strangers. People start sliding into your DMs. People start approaching you on the street and giving you lots of compliments. That's very likely to happen around August 12th. And depending on your rising sign will tell you exactly how this will manifest for you. So now I'm going to go through all the rising signs so you can gain a better picture of how the Venus and Cancer transit will be for you. And be sure to pay attention to your sun, moon, and rising signs so you can get a full understanding of how this will affect you. If you're an Aries rising, you might find yourself really focusing on your home life during this time. You might all of a sudden start focusing more so on your actual living environment. It's very possible that you could have a very lucky event happen around your house itself. Maybe all of a sudden you get approved to get a new apartment. Maybe you finally get some sort of large windfall of money and you are able to purchase a house for yourself. You might all of a sudden decide to renovate or redecorate your house. It's also very possible that during this time, your relationships with women will be amplified and you might find yourself all of a sudden getting involved with a friend group that is predominantly women. Maybe you switch jobs and you're now working in an office building with many women who work there. It's very possible during this transit for you. And around the 12th Aries rising, you might find yourself having some sort of very lucky event as it relates to your home life. Like, again, this could very well manifest in a way that all of a sudden you have the ability to purchase a house. Like maybe you have the ability to finally get your dream home. With Jupiter transiting through your 4th house, this is really the most potent time for the next 12 years that you are very likely to have something very lucky happen around your home life. Again, this could really manifest in a way that you get to move into your dream home, or maybe you meet your dream partner and they help you get into the place where you really want to be. It's also very likely that you could start to see an expansion around your home life during this time as well. And around this time, it's very possible that you could meet the one that will really open that door for you. If you are Taurus rising, the Venus and Cancer transit is very beneficial for your social media presence. Now more than ever, you are very likely to have a lot of luck on social media. Now is the time to finally post your content, start making those videos, start making your music, and really share it with the world. Anything that involves communications, any sort of poetry or any sort of writing that you've created, or really any sort of content in general, if you're a Taurus rising, this month is really the most beneficial time for you to share that with the world. And especially because it's going to be the planet Venus transiting through your 3rd house, this is going to really bring just a lot of very positive things happening for you on social media in general. Again, if you've ever wanted to start a podcast, now is the time to finally start that podcast. And you might also find your social media presence growing exponentially during this time as well. As a Taurus rising, you're also experiencing a number of transits to your 10th house, with Pluto currently transiting through the sign of Aquarius for you. You're currently undergoing a major death and rebirth with who you are in the public eye, how you were received by the public, what your legacy is, and what your career will ultimately be. So again, with both Jupiter and Venus going through your 3rd house, you might really shift your intellectual focus on themes of social media. You might find yourself really wanting to start writing like a book at this time, or something that involves like communications in general or writing. Around the 12th of August, Taurus rising, you might also have a very lucky event around social media. So again, this could result in a major, massive following on social media, or maybe you finally start posting your content and it gets received very positively and you have some content that really goes viral. And again, with the planet Venus going through your 3rd house, could also have something to do with your own beauty. So maybe other people are really finding you attractive during this time as well on a platform that they can easily access. So you might find that people also find you very attractive during this time as well, and very magnetic. And again, this kind of goes hand in hand with the fact that Pluto is currently transiting your 10th house. If you're a Gemini rising, I have very good news for you. The Venus and Cancer transit is one of the luckiest times for your finances. Like, this is probably one of the luckiest times in the next 12 years that you are going to be able to receive that raise at work, manifest large financial abundance for yourself, starting that new business that leads to being very financially prosperous, finally starting that side hustle that might even turn into your full-time job due to the success that you will have. When Venus transits through your 2nd house at the same time as Jupiter, this is going to really expand upon your financial life. This is going to bring a lot of just prosper for you as it relates to money and finances. You might also find yourself feeling very confident during this time as well. There could be something in your life, like again, maybe this could be creating social media content and your audience receiving you very positively, that makes you feel very confident. Or maybe somebody will go out of their way to tell you how great you are. You might learn a new skill during this time. This is really going to be the lucky luckiest time for you in the next 12 years financially. This window of opportunity during the month of August, from now until August 25th, is gonna be the luckiest time for your financial life. And this is not only because Venus is transiting through your second house, but it is also because Jupiter is as well. And Jupiter tends to really expand upon these themes in your life. So again, when Jupiter transits through your second house, this is really the time in your life where you will have some sort of very lucky financial opportunity, or just Jupiter will bring something into your life that will really help you financially in a very positive way. And the fact that this is the planet Venus transiting through your second house. Venus is all about relationships, beauty, wealth, finances. So when it transits this house, which is so associated with your personal earning power and your self-worth and your confidence and even your skills, this is a very beneficial transit for your financial life. And on the 12th of August, we are going to be experiencing the exact conjunction between Jupiter and Venus. And this is really going to open up this window of opportunity for you financially. You might find that around the 12th of August, something will happen for you that just all of a sudden you receive a large windfall, or just like all of a sudden you receive that raise at work. All of a sudden, something very, very positive will happen in your life financially. But either way, Gemini Rising, you are going to have a very lucky Venus and Cancer transit. This is going to be one of the most beneficial transits that you're going to experience really for the next 12 years. So if you've ever wanted to manifest financial abundance, if you've ever wanted to manifest a raise at work, or finally starting that new business, now is the time to do it. If you're a Cancer Rising, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer, you are going to start to feel like you're going through this major glow up. You're going to feel like you're going to be shedding your skin and stepping into this new era of your life that you're going to be received very positively. Other people will see you as this like beautiful, attractive Venusian person throughout the entire month of August. And everyone's going to think that like you're really attractive because Venus is the planet of beauty, relationships, and finances. You're going to start to take on these qualities of just like being Venusian. Like other people see you as this like beautiful person who they view as like their ideal person essentially. And this is not only because Venus is going to be in the sign of Cancer, but also because Jupiter is currently transiting your first house as well. This is going to bring you so much luck with your appearance alone. Other people are going to look at you and be like, wow, this person is my ideal person. Like, this is my ideal partner. Like, this is what I seek in a romantic partner. And you might find that people will just kind of see you and even potentially become a little obsessed with you. And this is because you also have Pluto currently transiting through your 8th house at this time as well. So it's like people are kind of obsessed with you right now. And you might also find that your current career is kind of taking on more creative qualities. Maybe you started creating content, creating music, creating something that people can easily access you through. And the way you're being received is like people are seeing you as like their ideal type. Like they're seeing you so attractive right now. And even if you don't feel like you're going through a glow up right now, say you didn't change anything about your appearance at all, say you've always kind of been that way, other people, their perceptions of you will change. Like people will see you and be like, wow, this is exactly what I was looking for. This is the person that I'm like so in love with. This is what I want. That's kind of how people are going to be receiving you during this time. And again, you might not even be doing anything with your appearance. Like you might not be like changing anything about you. It's just like how other people are seeing you. However, you could even find yourself transforming anyway. Like even if you weren't actively doing a lot of things, like maybe you're naturally just exercising more, or you're just taking a little bit better care of yourself, which could also happen during this transit as well. Like you might all of a sudden start focusing on your outward appearance and you're like, not intentionally really trying to go through a transformation. It's just kind of happening in your life. That's also something that could very well happen for you. And around the 12th of August, it's very likely that something very positive could happen to you, especially with your appearance or how other people are receiving you. Somebody new could enter your life who really hypes you up and helps open doors of opportunity for you with your career. Based on like how you're being received by other people. You could receive some sort of like modeling opportunity, especially with Neptune currently transiting through your 10th house, or maybe you receive more opportunities to be kind of more in the public eye. because when you have all of this focus on your first house, opportunities will come as it relates to creativity and like the way other people see you. So again, think like modeling opportunities or opportunities to be in movies or opportunities to really shine very brightly in the public eye. And the way to really make the most out of this, and again, this has a lot to do with the fact that Neptune is currently transiting your 10th house, is to also like create content on social media, because other people are going to see you and find you just really attractive during this time. Leo risings, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer, for you, this is going to be a time where you might feel yourself wanting to kind of go into a nest or kind of wanting to go into a cocoon. And this is because Venus is going to be transiting through your 12th house. So the 12th house in astrology has a lot to do with spirituality and really just kind of being alone by yourself. It also has some darker themes. In this video, we're going to talk about the more lighter themes that can happen with the 12th house. You might also find yourself wanting to go into this cocoon. You'll be able to go through kind of like your own glow up basically, because you're also experiencing some transits to your first house of Leo. During Leo season, you might find yourself really focusing on like who you are as a person, but then always staying in that little cocoon. You could even be focused more on your spirituality and your spiritual self during this time as well. Like maybe you start getting more interested in things like astrology and like kind of making sure that you can self-better yourself until you are ready to go into like the next transit. When Venus enters the sign of Leo on August 25th, again, you might find that this is going to be the time where you want to like cocoon and like kind of protect your energy and finish everything you would like to do before you're ready for that Venus and Leo transit. 12th house transits, again, you could feel like you want to clean your house more or take better care of yourself or finally catch up on laundry, finally catch up on the dishes, things like that. You might start to do more and more often during this transit. And again, this might have a lot to do with beautification of like your actual living space. You might start to finally be in a headspace where like you are alone, you're in your little cocoon. You start wanting to finally tie up loose ends and like finally start to take better care of yourself. When Venus enters the sign of Leo after the 25th, you are ready to kind of push all of those plans forward. You might also find that for you specifically, around August 12th is a very potent day for manifestation, because this is going to be in your 12th house, even more so like a great day to manifest exactly what you would like. You in particular might feel a little bit more connected to the spiritual realm during this time. So if you really want to manifest something or make something happen in your life for when you start to experience all of the Leo transits, now, and especially on August 12th, is the best time to do it. Virgo risings, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer, you are really going to start to have more beneficial and positive relationships across the board. You might all of a sudden start getting invited to more social events, more parties. Maybe you start attending more concerts. Anything that involves like large groups of people are very likely to start manifesting in your life beginning now. You might also find that there could be some sort of amplification in your life around themes of like groups of people, social media, again, literally like crowds of people being at a concert, or something that involves like what you would really like to do with your life as well, and like networking. Like maybe you find that all of a sudden you start having these opportunities that other people are opening doors for you that will allow you to network with other people. Like maybe all of a sudden you start having these opportunities that open all of these doors for you, and you are finally at the exact networking event where you would like to be, and other people are beginning to open doors for you. With the fact that Jupiter is also transiting through your 11th house at this time as well, this is going to amplify these themes within your life. And again, think large networking parties, actual social events, like going and attending parties with your friends, hanging out more with your friends, attending concerts, being on stage at a concert. Something like that is very likely to happen for you, Virgo rising. And I also would like to say, because last year you really experienced Jupiter transiting through your 10th house of Gemini, there could have been some sort of like major glow up with your career last year. After that major career glow up, you are now starting to network, like doors of opportunity have opened. And now it's kind of like you could be on stage, you could be in a crowd of people, you could be entertaining a crowd of people. Something like that will happen. Or again, all of a sudden you're at like a major networking party with very powerful people, and they start opening doors of opportunity for you. They start giving you job opportunities, or they start giving you opportunities to expand upon your business, or new side hustle opportunities, or opportunities to work with them. That's very likely to happen for you between now and August 25th. And around August 12th, that is going to be the day that both Venus and Jupiter make an exact conjunction. that is going to be the day to pay attention to as it relates to your social networks. Again, this could literally manifest into having like a viral video and then receiving a large mass following on social media. Or you could also be at some sort of major event that opens a major door of opportunity for you. Jupiter likes to send all of these very lucky experiences into your life just to open doors of opportunity for you or give you like a lot of public visibility. Something like that is on the horizon for you, Virgo Rising. Libra Rising, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer, you might all of a sudden start to really feel like you're reborn again. All of a sudden you could have a ton of focus on your public image, and also because you're going to be experiencing Venus in Cancer at the same time you're going to be experiencing Mars in Libra, you're going to feel like you're a brand new person. There's going to be a major emphasis on your public image, especially this month, and your career and who you are in the public eye and how other people are receiving you visually. Like, people might start to see you whenever you're sharing content or creating whatever you're creating, or when you're actually in your office, or whenever you're at work, and find you really attractive and be very drawn towards you magnetically. This is also the type of energy where you might feel like other people see you very beautiful right now, especially now through the 25th when Venus is transiting through your 10th house at the same time Jupiter is. As Venus is a planet of beauty, relationships, wealth, there could also be something about your finances that are kind of put into the spotlight right now. Maybe you receive some sort of major raise at work, as the 10th house is also associated with your career. This is very likely for this to happen for you. And especially around the 12th of August, you might have some sort of major positive thing happening with your career, as that's going to be the day that we have this exact conjunction between Venus and Jupiter in the sign of Cancer. So this again could result in something going viral for you. This could result in something trending for you. This could result in like all of a sudden you have everybody talking about you. Like maybe all of a sudden you start trending for something on social media, and all of a sudden there's something about your relationships happening in the public eye, or your beauty in the public eye. Something like that is very likely to happen for you. And again, you're going to find this like very nice positive elevation with your career during the entire month of August. And really until August 25th, you're going to be experiencing this really large elevation with your career. And this is going to be more so than the other months because of Venus transiting through your 10th house. This is more so than July, because like in July, you had the Virgo transits going through your 12th house. And when you have 12th house transits, it's not as beneficial for like your public image, even if you had the Sun through Cancer and Mercury through Cancer and like all these Cancer transits. When we are in August now, it's like it's going to be more beneficial to have Venus transiting through your 10th house along with Jupiter. So you're really going to start to feel the effects of Jupiter transiting through your 10th house this month. And again, this has a lot to do with the fact that Mars is going to be transiting through the sign of Libra, which is your first house. So it's like you're going to feel like you're reborn again, and you're going to receive a large boost of confidence that is going to continue through the rest of this year for you. Scorpio Risings, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer for you, you're going to receive some sort of very beneficial thing as it relates to higher education and travel. This is the type of energy that you might experience your workplace wanting you to go on a major business trip that is like all expenses paid for. Or again, you might receive some sort of opportunity through work where they are going to pay for your next certificate or your MBA or like your higher education degree. This is a very beneficial transit for your career, in particular, Scorpio Rising. And this is really because not only are you experiencing these 9th house transits, but it's the fact that you are going to be having Saturn through your 6th house. And of course, because we're in Leo season, you have some 10th house transits going on too. So now is like one of the most beneficial times for you to finally go back to school or do night school and get that like certificate or that higher education degree, or again, go on business trips. This is the type of energy where your company wants you to move up. It wants you to get that higher title. They want you to be in that next place with your career. And in order to get there, they might be paying for your MBA, paying for your higher education degree, or again, sending you on business trips or going to like retreats with people in order to get to that next level that you need to be with your career and meet that next level in order to receive a major promotion. And again, we talk about the major promotion thing going on because you're experiencing Saturn through your 6th house of Aries. The universe is setting you up for like some sort of major promotion within the next year. And it's like Saturn and Aries wants you to lead other people. It wants you to be the person initiating things. So it's very likely that this Jupiter and Venus transit is going to really create something that is going to allow for that to happen for you. Again, this is your company paying for your MBA, or your company having you go on business trips in order to be able to meet the requirements for the next promotion that you're going to have. And again, this is more likely to happen within the next year or even 2 years because of the Saturn and Aries transit for you. And it's also important to pay attention to the things that happen around August 12th, as that's the exact day that both Venus and Jupiter make an exact conjunction. So you might find yourself receiving some sort of very positive event around higher education and travel around that date. Sagittarius Rising, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer for you, this is going to be one of the most beneficial times all year for your financial life. This is not necessarily going to be about your own personal earning power. This is unexpected windfalls of money, basically. Venus transiting through your 8th house is going to be one of the most beneficial transits that you can have financially. This is all of a sudden some angel investor coming into your life and helping you financially with a project, you winning something very major that leads to a large financial windfall, or you receiving a major tax break, or all of a sudden unexpected money starts coming towards you. This is kind of the energy that you're more likely to experience during this time period. And the thing that's really going to amplify this for you, Sagittarius Rising, is the fact that Jupiter is also there with Venus in Cancer in your 8th house. So this is really, really, really going to amplify upon these themes. It's really important to pay attention around August 12th, where these two planets make an exact conjunction in the sign of Cancer. And this is very, very positive for your finances. This is kind of almost a lottery aspect here for you financially, because the 8th house is all about other people's resources. Venus is all about relationships, beauty, and finances, and Jupiter will amplify those things. So it's this is kind of the best time to finally start a new business or start a side hustle that can really result in large unexpected gains. And again, it's very important to pay attention to August 12th, because that's kind of the day that is more likely to manifest in your life. Capricorn Rising, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer, you are going to have your love life put into the spotlight. This is going to be one of the most beneficial times all year that you're going to be able to meet your perfect partner, the one, a very significant other who enters your life, who makes your life better. Because you're not just experiencing Venus in the sign of Cancer, you're also experiencing Jupiter there as well. It's this is the luckiest time this can happen for you. Jupiter only transits a sign every 12 years. And for you, this is going through your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, partnerships. This is really going to make you very popular, and you might find that a lot of potential partners will enter your life during this time, especially this month, now until August 25th. And Venus is all about relationships, your beauty, and your finances. So this is a really beneficial time period for your love life. And again, around August 12th, this is going to be one of the most important dates to pay attention to as it relates to your love life, basically. And while it's very easy to associate this new person being a romantic partner, because typically the 7th house is all about relationships and one-on-one partnerships and marriages and long-term partnerships, it's very likely that this person could also be a creative collaborator or somebody who enters your life in order to help you get to that next level with your career. And I say this because you are also experiencing Pluto transiting through your 2nd house. So you're currently transforming the way that you earn your income. You're currently transforming your self-worth. You're currently transforming your self-confidence. And when you have this type of aspect in your 7th house, this might not be a romantic partner at all. This could be a creative collaborator who will help you get to that next level that you need to be with your career. It's very likely that something like that could happen for you as well. And again, it's very easy to associate the 7th house with romantic relationships. However, again, this could be somebody who enters your life, who opens doors for you, who's a long-term, collaborative, creative partner who will help you get to where you need to be with your career and how you're currently experiencing the Pluto and Aquarius transit. Aquarius Rising, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer for you, you are going to start to really have good relationships with your coworkers. You're going to start to have a much better life at work. You're going to start to have a much more favorable life with your day-to-day routine. Very positive things will start to happen to you as it relates to your actual life. What you do every single day. You might find yourself romanticizing your days. All of a sudden you could start to romanticize waking up early in the morning and exercising and eating healthy and taking your dog for a walk. The little things in your life you could all of a sudden start to really value, and you could start to get really, really happy with just your day-to-day routine. You might also find yourself going through kind of a transformation right now with kind of your outward expression. So because Pluto is currently transiting your 1st house of Aquarius, you might find yourself really also going through a glow up, even if you're not intentionally doing so, because you're having more luck with your work life, you're having more luck with your day-to-day routine, you're having just like a more favorable life in general. Like you might feel very, very happy during this time as well, and have very good health during this time. Like maybe all of a sudden your blood pressure becomes very healthy, like you feel like really good, maybe your cholesterol levels start evening out and you're like, wow, I haven't felt this healthy in a really long time. And this is again not just because you're having Venus, which is a very good planet to have transit through your 6th house, but it's also because you're having Jupiter there as well, which will bring you a ton of luck just with like your day-to-day life and your health. So again, you might also kind of, again, be romanticizing things as well, because that's kind of like the effect of Venus through your 6th house. It's like romanticizing your day-to-day life, romanticizing the little things in your life that make you really, really happy. That's very likely to happen during this time for you especially. And around the 12th of August, you might really find yourself kind of just very, very happy with how your life trajectory is going. It's also very possible that because you're going to have Venus in Cancer make a conjunction with Jupiter in Cancer, it's possible that you could also receive some sort of promotion at work, because the 6th house is also really associated with your actual work life. Like that is very possible to happen during this time for you. You might also have some sort of just like major breakthrough with your work life, or again, maybe you get a new coworker who turns into like somebody who's more of like a long-term best friend. You could have some sort of very favorable person enter your life during this time. And again, you might find that your work life starts taking on a new shape and form where it's like more positive and also makes you a lot happier as well. Pisces Rising, when Venus enters the sign of Cancer, you are going to really start to feel very creative. Having a Pisces ascendant in general, you're already really talented, but the fact that you're going to be experiencing Venus, which is the sign of creativity, love, beauty, relationships, your finances, transiting through your 5th house, which is all about creativity, spotlight energy, what you actually create. This is going to be a very beneficial transit for you in particular. And this is not just because Venus is going to be transiting through the sign of Cancer, but it is also because Jupiter is there as well, transiting through your 5th house, putting this big emphasis and amplification on your creative life and your creativity. You might find yourself really having like a lot of really good ideas at this time, or like all of a sudden you start keeping a journal of all of your creative ideas of like what you want to create. You could all of a sudden start discovering new talents as well, working on creating things that you had never even thought about creating before. Like maybe all of a sudden you start a brand new creative project and you're like, wow, I didn't know how I came up with that idea, it just kind of came to me. You might also experience some spiritual things during this time as well, and just like new information can come to you that will really want you to create. Like again, you might start drawing, you might start writing, you might start creating music, you might start doing visual art, you might start creating content. There's something about that is going to be happening for you. I would say really start initiating this month, and the height of it is going to be now until the 25th, because that's when Venus, which is very associated with creativity, is transiting through that 5th house along with Jupiter. And you might also find, Pisces Rising, that now is a time that is going to be very beneficial for your romantic life. Like all of a sudden you could have just like somebody new enter your life who is somebody who makes you very, very happy. This person could really sweep you off your feet. You could have a very whirlwind romance with them. And this romantic partner who enters your life might also really contribute to your creative endeavors right now. But it's more like they'll enter your life, they'll sweep you off your feet, you'll feel so happy around them. And then you'll find that that's going to be the type of relationship that all of a sudden you're writing a song about them, or you are channeling all those good feelings into some sort of project for yourself. And again, you might find that during this time, it's more amplified because you have the Jupiter through your 5th house transit. And again, it's really important to pay attention to around August 12th, because this is going to be the day that Venus and Jupiter make an exact conjunction in the sign of Cancer. That you could have some sort of major creative breakthrough. That romantic partner could enter your life. You could have a very strong spiritual experience that really motivates you to get to that next level creatively. It's very likely that something like that will happen for you, Pisces Rising. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to post new content every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe.